Tell me a ghost story that sounds completely unbelievable but is entirely true.
So as a kid, I was probably about 9, 10 years old. I grew up with my aunt. My aunt was very heavy into church, very religious, hung out with the church crew. You know how I go Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, you at church all the time. So one day, this was my first time ever going to a cemetery. So one day we packed up, we were going out to view somebody's grave. I don't know who it was. So the adults, they kind of walked ahead of me, and I'm the only kid that was there by myself. So I'm walking over and I'm looking at all these different gravestones. And then suddenly something like takes over my body, and I'm dizzy. I'm looking around. I don't know where I'm at, legitly, like, don't know. I'm in a state of confusion. And then suddenly I jolt back to myself. So I hurry up and I run to my aunt, and I'm like, something happened, but I didn't tell her because as a kid, I didn't know what was going on. So I made it home, and me and my aunt, we were there. My sister happened to spend the night, which I was grateful for, but they were all asleep. I was the only one awake, waiting on my aunt to come home from work. So as I'm laying down, I look over in a corner through the kitchen, and this was shotgun houses. I live in Louisiana, so we live in a shotgun house, which is the living room, bedroom, kitchen, bathroom. That's it. There's nothing else to it. I look over, I'm watching TV. It was Jerry Springer, by the way, and I'm laughing. And I look over and I see a shadow walking through the bedroom. And I jumped up. So when I looked around, it disappeared. So as I got up, my aunt was pulling up from work, and I was kind of puzzled. So I go look in the kitchen. I'm looking around like, did somebody break in? Like, I'm a kid. I don't know what the hell going on, you know? So I didn't worry about it. So for a couple days, kind of pondered. I kind of felt like I was being watched at the house. I can't explain it. So me and my aunt went to bed. And as I'm sleeping, something is holding me down. I can't move. You know how they tell you have sleep paralysis? But for me, this was different. It was like somebody was moving me. I can hear. I can't see. I'm just freaking out because I can't move, you know, can't scream for help. And in my mind as a kid, I didn't know, but I just prayed and I woke up. We stayed there for a little while. We learned that in the house, it was a little bit of a haunted house. They had a funeral for whoever this lady was inside the house, you know, and the chairs would rock by themselves and stuff. But that wasn't a part of my story. What was interesting for me was this was a small child. I remember because I was a kid. So I don't know. I never really got past it. I asked the new people that moved in there, did they have anything suspicious happen? They told me no. But y'all, I never got over it, ever, and never forgot. Now, let me disclaim something else that I didn't say about the shadow. You know how you're walking and you look over on the wall and you actually can see your physical shadow? It was like a shadow, not like, oh, maybe misty, maybe I may see something, maybe not. This was well formed, dark, like, you know how you walk in and you look at the door and the lights are on and you can see your shadow in pure form. Like, that's how it looked. It looked like somebody was getting ready to walk through. I could see their shadow before they made it through. That's the best way I could explain it. I had to think about that. I was telling the story and I didn't want to go back and retell the story.